So in the last video we filmed, we figured out how to mount 1977 Puch Maxi forks onto the bicycle frame we're going to be using to build our motorized bicycle. If you didn't check out that video yet, go ahead and click right here. But in today's video, we're going to be stripping all the paint off of those forks, sanding them down, getting them ready for paint, and then painting them. We're also going to be playing around with the back wheel, and it's a little bit messed up right now, and I think we're going to work through that, figure out how to either use it or use a different bike wheel. So that's what we got planned today. Let's get after it. Okay, so we just got these handlebar clamps from a 1978 Puch Maxi moped. The forks that we put on in the last video were off of a 1977 Puch Maxi moped. And on the 77 mopeds, they used an older style handlebar mount, which is a gooseneck mount like this, which is similar to what would be on a bicycle. I personally don't like the look of these mounts, and I also think that they're less reliable than this style mount. So we got these mounts, but they don't fit on the top plate from the forks that we put on. So we also got a new top plate, which was off of a 1978 Puch Maxi moped. You can see that it has the holes to accept these handlebar mounts. So I went ahead and hung the forks from the ceiling so I can paint on this aircraft paint remover and get all the paint stripped off, and then we're gonna go ahead and clean it up, sand it a bit, and spray it down. One thing about this stuff, it's pretty potent, so when using it, I suggest wearing a mask of some sort. So we got the forks coated with the paint remover. We got a timer set for 5 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and let that run down, and then I'm gonna go back there and scrape off all the excess paint. Okay, so right now I'm actually applying a second coat to just some of the parts of the forks because all the paint didn't come off, but it's looking pretty good so far. Most of the paint came off. I went ahead and removed those reflectors. I should have done that first, wasn't thinking, but oh well. Okay, so we got all the paint stripped off of the forks and the top plate. We're gonna take them out into the yard and hose them down, and I think we're just gonna sand them up and go ahead and get them prepped for paint. So we got all the excess gunk washed off of the forks and the top plate. So now we're gonna go ahead and sand over it a bit and just remove any leftover paint. We're gonna use some 220 grit sandpaper. Maybe we should go a little bit higher, but I think it'll be fine for our purposes. Okay, so we got the forks all prepped and ready to paint. I'm gonna go ahead and use some of this bumper paint. We should probably use primer, but I don't feel like taking the time to go ahead and prime it all, wait for that to dry and then do this. So I'm just gonna paint it directly with this bumper paint. I got it from AutoZone. It was like $7. I've used it for various projects, mostly just painting parts of my motorcycle, and it seems to hold up pretty well. If it doesn't hold up, then I can always just touch it up as I go, but we'll see. I'll keep you posted. So here we go. One thing I've noticed with this paint is that it always seems to fisheye a little bit and go on and look like it's like gonna be terrible, but it ends up like smoothing out as it dries. So it's not looking so great right now. Hopefully it's gonna smooth out and dry. Coat number 2. Coat 3. That was coat 2 on the forks. Coat number 3 on the forks. The fumes are getting pretty bad, so I got this mask. So I think that's all I'm gonna do for tonight. The fumes are getting pretty bad and I'm tired, so we're gonna get back after it tomorrow. Okay, so we got the forks all painted up. They're looking pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and mount them onto the bike, but before we do that, we're gonna re-grease all the ball bearings and just grease it all up, because this is pretty much the last time we're gonna be taking them off, putting them back on. So Okay, so I think that's it for today's video. I was planning on messing around with the wheels a little bit. The rear hub is a little bit messed up and I was gonna try and fix that in this video, but didn't get around to it because it ended up taking a long time to get these forks all cleaned up and repainted. I think that'll maybe be in the next video. Also, I'm gonna try and mount handlebars in the next video. So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, click the notification button so you can see whenever we post our next video. Thanks.